Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, all the leaders on the call. A happy new year to everyone. I don't have slides today. I didn't really get enough time to do that, but also today's learning or sharing from my side is a bit different. Usually I share from the sources or from the things I learned from the internet. Today I am sharing from my own experience. I think that's also one of the reasons I couldn't prepare the slides, but I have points that I put together that I could potentially share if there is a demand for them. Let me just know if I am audible enough to everyone. Okay, great, thank you. So today, it's being a new year, and also me having leveled up to the next marketing level in the company, I thought I should share from the learnings I did during the period that I've been at that level where I moved from. I have probably been one of the longest assistant supervisors. I'm sure most of the people on the call probably didn't know that, because in most cases we see we have senior people in the marketing plan that sharing tips on how to grow the business. And yeah, I just thought also with that I have been for a very long period in one level. I've started the business in 2020 of actually, and because of I think a lot of things, I haven't been able to move up as fast as I had desired, but that is why I am here today, to share on the power of consistency. So from my personal level, when I joined, actually I was looking at the yellow bottle. That's the one that attracted my attention. He was my manager now, Mariama in Namibia, was the one who shared. I saw she shared the Alvera bottle on her Facebook page, and I having been familiar with it on the radio from Anandorma's sharing and teachings on the radio, I was aware that it could help, or it helps with stomach issues. So that's how or why I joined. I was looking for something to help me with my stomach issues, and also at the same time I had an uncle who was struggling with gastricity, so I bought for the two of us actually. But a long story short, from 2022 a lot happened. I know there was a lot of growth also at the same time during COVID, but I haven't been able to be part of that growth. But here we are today. I just want to share that the first point on my sharing is that we preach or we hear that success loves speed, but we should know that speed is not the ease. What do I mean? I mean that if you desire speed, of course, everybody desires speed. Everybody desires to grow as fast as possible. But what we see in most cases, if someone gets excited and wants the things to move to a certain speed and they don't see that, in most cases, they get discouraged. So if we add that speed is not all there is, maybe we'll be able to remind other people that if you don't see the speed that you desire, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. You just need to put in some consistent effort and do all that is required, or what you are learning from the leaders, from our upliners, or everybody in the business basically, and be consistent. The results will come. In my 2-3 years as an assistant supervisor, there were points where I was discouraged. I just feel like this is not moving. This is probably not what I should be doing, or maybe I'm forcing things, those all sorts of negative feelings or thinking that attack your mind at some point. And then also, then that led me to feeling like quitting at some point. But Shem, I have a lot to share, especially with my relationship with Miriama, my manager. But because of time, I don't want to, maybe shouldn't go into that now. But I haven't been, like, I think there were months that I was not just active at all. Like, not active, I mean, not even 0 point something CC. But she kept in contact. Like, I think every time she does something, she always sends me a message. She always um, reach out to me to say we need to move, we need to do things, we need to do this, and to do that. And then there was one time last year, and mind you, I didn't tell her this. She came to Windhoek, I think for a personal trip, or was there a meeting? Well, I think, yeah, there was a meeting that I also missed, but we managed to meet up. And then when I was talking about my life experience, like other life experience other than the business, of course, the business on the side, she also was sharing, she shared some information about her life, also like personal stuff. And then I think the last statement she said was that everybody is going through something. We just need to learn how to manage what we are going through. Because if you look at, like, if we were to open up everybody's heart, we'll be able to see that maybe you think you have issues in your life. And when you start comparing it with others, you realize that, oh, I'm actually better off, because others or someone that I just looked into their heart, they are really having it hard in life. I think that was one of the moments that really woken up my, I can say, spirit, or changed my mindset to say, as much as I might be going through what I'm going through, or life is happening the way it's happening to me, I'm not the only one in this. I am probably even better off because I'm still able to focus on my business. I'm still able to do things to uplift myself. And that's one of the points that really made me realize and relook at this business. And I think basically that's where I started changing my mindset. Of course, I was also on a learning journey, like personal learning, personal development. But this one, the sharing to say, or the point that everybody's going through something, it was the biggest one for me. So I started changing my mindset. And what I realized, of course, combining the lessons I'm learning from other sources and Miriama being on my side, or continuing to share what she's sharing, I then realized, or came to fully understand, the statement that says you attract what you are, not what you want. Because you could be sitting there wanting to move up to the next level, or wanting, maybe say, to sell a product or to sell your stock. But instead of what you do instead is neg, or think negatively about how your stock is moving, or how you are not probably gonna move in the next maybe 12 months. Like, you put up all this negativity in your head, and then that becomes what you are, becomes who you are, and it attracts you just that. So the other line is that if you focus on what is, you focus on the issues at hand, or you focus on why you are not moving, it focus on why the people are not buying from you, or you focus on why life is the way it is for you. Maybe it's not being the best version or session for your life, then that's just what comes to you. Instead, then I learned that the best is to attract what you desire. And I'm sure there's a lot of, and I mean, I remember there's a lot of sharing in the group from the leaders on this, to say that it's your mindset that runs the business. As much as you want what you want, what comes to you is what is in your mind, is what your mind revolves around all day long. And I'm not even saying every day, like all day, every minute, every second. You have to be thinking. It's basically just about being positive, like think positive, vision or imagine people coming to you, imagine the good things. I know it's not so easy or practical. It requires a lot of work, but that's what you attract. So your biggest asset on this earth basically is your mindset. And as you evolve, you attract what you are. It's not what you want, because when you are fixed on what you want, other people call it a resistance. Like there's a resistance that comes with you just being focused on what you want, or you being focused on like trying to, I can possibly say trying to force things, or having expectations, wide expectations of what you want, instead of just imagining or being in the positive mindset to say that what I like, you focus. I'm probably losing the point by over explaining this, but that's the point, to say you attract what you are, not what you want. And the next point is that yes, this one I already mentioned, that everybody's going through something, and it's just how you manage, or you take up what is on your plate. It's how you make the best of what you are going through, actually. So you also then know that it's okay to love yourself, to take care of yourself. But if you self-pity too much, or if you fall into the pit of self-pity, nothing is going to move for you, because then you think everybody's against you, when everybody, which is my next point, everybody actually doesn't know, like nobody owes you anything. I know this comes off as a somewhat negative statement, but all it's saying is that you owe it to yourself, like your growth, your development, your move ups, your step up, you owe it to yourself. Nobody owes you anything. Other people are there to support you, of course, but you can't be reliant on them. You can depend on them, if that makes sense, but you are the one who's driving what you want, because all you know, everybody is fighting, everybody is busy trying to get what they want. Now, how are they supposed to take care of you also, if they're also focused on achieving their goals? We are not saying there isn't support out there. We are saying take a responsibility, for your life, take a responsibility for your own goals. And I think that is what was lacking with me over that period. And the last point I wanted to share on it's a short one. The last point is on the issue of challenging yourself. Challenge yourself to take up opportunities in the group. Challenge yourself to take up opportunities maybe in the workplace, or just life in general, because the more you shy away from doing things that are, say, maybe extraordinary for you or out of your comfort zone, the more you delay your growth. Because as human beings, we function better when we are challenged, because it's through challenges that you grow. If you are always shying away from, say, if someone says, can someone share something on, say, maybe a product testimony or something as simple as that, and you are shying away, that's you shying away from your growth, basically. So, and this is also one of the reason I decided to take up the 5 a.m. challenge. Of course, I haven't been active over, I think, the past 2 months, but also the other issue is that we are supposed to be learning from each other. So if you have one person sharing all the time, it becomes even boring. So that's why I think also Leader Hita continues to encourage everyone to come on board and just share what they are learning from their side. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share from my side today. Thank you very much. Let 2024 be a blissful one for all of us. And blissful, I mean happy, because it comes with all good things. But of course, we know we have to get out of our comfort zone for us to be able to achieve or bring all those good things within our reach. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.